You are looking live inside the Lyons Community Center, Lyons, New York, where tonight it's the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles taking on the Lyons Lions in a Wayne County showdown inside the Lyons Community Center. Lyons stepping away from the Atwood Gymnasium to a much bigger venue, and it's a good atmosphere inside the community center. And we expect another great battle in the Route 31 rivalry tonight. Good evening, everybody. Jim Sinicropi sitting up here alongside Matt Verkey for FL1 Sports. And nothing like Lyons and Clyde.
Yeah, I think we've done this game twice every year for the last 3 or 4 years. Great rivalry, a lot of history, a lot of great sectional final winners, teams from both the communities. And, both these teams are at the top of the standings again this year. Clyde a couple games ahead of Lyons. Really looking to secure a league title with a win here tonight, most likely. And should be a great night.
So, second time these guys met. First time, Lyons all-everything sophomore sensation point guard Justice Smith was out serving a suspension. Clyde wins 60-39. Wasn't much of a game in Clyde. But tonight, Justice is back. Both teams at full strength. The Lions struggling a little bit, though, having lost earlier this week to Sodus, which virtually eliminates them from the contention for the league title.
Yeah, that's a Sodus team that, we talked about on the podcast this week that coming off a 5-point loss at Wayne, they beat ER, they beat Clyde this year. Really tough team at home. So not too surprising there. We kind of talked maybe Lyons was looking ahead a little bit. But, having Justice back is a huge bonus for Lyons tonight, obviously. For a lot of reasons. Just obviously he's their number one ball handler, and I thought at Clyde a team that likes to press. Lyons had a lot of kids who aren't used to handling the ball, maybe in some different positions, having some kids play. I think that was the first time that the sophomore point guard came up and played some for them.
Yep, Romero.
So, a lot of different things going on in that game, but I look for Lyons in that, and talk to Coach Young a little bit. I think a key for them tonight is finishing against Clyde's pressure. They need to score off it. If Clyde's going to press you, if any team's going to press you got to get easy baskets, break the press, look to score.
Yeah, and so for Clyde, they've really been rolling through the season, upset by Sodus for their lone league loss. If we can get a look at those Wayne County standings. Really 2.5 games clear of East Rochester, but after tonight, they'll have to play East Rochester in a game that you can see on FL1 Sports next Wednesday night. And then they also have to face Sodus on the road. So, and Red Creek's thrown in there as well. So if Lyons beats them tonight, East Rochester's essentially just a game back because that half games in the loss column are in the win column, which ER will pick up. So big game for Clyde tonight as far as securing the league title.
It is, and even looking ahead, I think it's a big game for Lyons as well. They're barely holding on to that number 1 seed right now in Class C2.
As a matter of fact, in our latest update in the C2 or C3, it would be. C2. C2. Clyde's in C3, Lyons in C2. They're actually tied now for that top spot with Pembroke. Both have 40 points.
You look at the averages there, that could make a big difference as far as who you're playing and when you're playing them. I'm sure they'd like to avoid, ER, a team that beat them twice this year until the final.
Sure. And then on Clyde's side of things, even though they're having such a great season, they're the 3 seed. You got 16-0 Perry. Cuba Rushford also having a great season. And Clyde there at 3, but they can overtake Cuba Rushford. Nobody's catching Perry.
Nope.
But as far as sectional points, probably not as big a game for Clyde as Lyons tonight. But actually, poor Clyde, I think, in C3 might have a tougher road than Lyons has in C2.
They could. You got an undefeated Perry team, a 14-2 Cuba Rushford. Perry's somebody who we've seen over the years, and they've played Lyons a ton over the past 10 to 15 years, and Lyons has usually come out on top in that matchup. But Perry is always a very capable team, well coached.
But, we can talk about standings. We can talk about sectional points. It's Clyde Lyons. Really, all that stuff is secondary. As long as they win, the teams beat each other. That's the most important thing. And the fans, too, they're really filling in. This is a much larger venue than the Atwood. At first, we thought this is kind of a disadvantage for Lyons playing on a big court. This is an NBA-sized court here at the Lyons Community Center, and obviously about 8 times the capacity of the Atwood, which we love doing games at the Atwood, but this is pretty cool tonight.
Yeah, you get more people out, raise a little bit more money for the community center. I would imagine where all the proceeds are going tonight. But, like you were saying, I don't think if it matters if this was for last place or first place, Lions Clyde, they come to play. They don't think about the standings. They all know each other. It's always a great rivalry.
Get a look there at Coach Zach Young with his assistants Dean Schott and Ethan Esterbrooks. Gino, can never say it. Gino Turak.
I don't know how you say it.
I do know how to say it.
Just call him Gino.
It's always a big tongue twister for me. And there, of course, Tim Jackson, longtime Clyde-Savannah coach, one of the sharpest dressers in all the Wayne Finger Lakes. There next to his super stud junior point guard, Derek Chance, who's having a phenomenal season.
I think we're waiting for the anthem here, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to get the anthem tonight. It's going to be sung by the Lions Jazz Ensemble, directed by Mark Weldarzik. See Mark down there with his ensemble. And then we'll get the starting lineups. Then it'll be time for some basketball here at the community center. And I could get used to this. I mean, like I said, I love going to the Atwood. It's small, it's intense, it's bright. It's such a unique, historic venue. But I got to say, I like this a little better here at the community center. More people get to get in, comfortable accommodations, not only for the fans, but for us up here in the crow's nest here at midcourt. Also have some breaking news out of Wayne County. Coach Will Dumont either stepped down or was removed as head coach of Red Creek after an incident with a referee last night's game. And don't have much more information than that. But right now it's time for our national anthem performed by the Lions Jazz Ensemble, directed by Mark Weldarzik. Now we get ready for the starting lineups here at the community center. Got Derek Chance for, that's actually Marcus Chance coming out there in your screen. Drew Carnavale, great three-point shooter. There's Derek Chance, one of the quickest players you'll see in the league. Dylan Upholtz really came on this year, established himself as a force, and Jarrett Murray Sr. manning either the power forward or center spot. And there's Upholtz right there, Verk, and he really has become a force. He can shoot the three. He's a leading rebounder and a big reason for their success.
I think he's sporting a new tat. I don't know if you noticed, but that could be key to his success.
For Lions, you get a good look at Ben Rockefeller. He stepped up in his senior campaign. Jarrell Kelly, one of the super sophomores that start for Lions. And big cheer for Justice Smith with a high top fade in the rec specs. Nick Kehoe. The Kehoe name synonymous with success here at Lions. And there's Devin Franklin. The microwave, we like to call him here on FL1 Sports. So, sure these kids have all been looking forward to this past couple days, and it's about time for basketball here at the Lyons Community Center. I like to call it the house Bob Oman built, but I don't really know.
Do you know who Myron Taylor is?
I don't know. We got Bob Oman's name and Myron Taylor's name on the court. We'll find that out. Of course, Bob Oman, longtime supporter of Lyons athletics, and really a big supporter of a lot of things locally here in the Route 31 corridor. So it'll be Devin Franklin jumping against Ufoltz, and this highlights right here, Verk, one of the problems Lyons has is that they don't have the size. They don't have the big guy inside. They don't have the Terrell, who was it? Terrell Jackson, who was the center? Remember that kid?
Geez, I can't think of names on the run.
Jordan Amel this year. So
they got athletes, though, you know.
They sure do.
Franklin plays big.
Justice Smith lets a 3-ball go to start the day off, in and out. Big rebound by Kehoe. He can't get it to go. Tapped around. Franklin comes up with it. Back out. Or that's Franklin right there. That was Kelly with a rebound. Nice look by Smith inside to Kehoe. Blocked by Murray, but a foul. So good start for Lyons. Really attacking the offensive boards against the bigger Clyde team.
Yeah, you know, we were highlighting how the height advantage Clyde has, and Lyons went out and got 2 or 3 offensive rebounds. Really a shot by Smith that went in and out. 3-pointer was almost down, but a nice start for Lyons.
Yeah, and Kehoe's first free throws up and good.
I think one thing Clyde also has, they got a pretty deep bench, which could come into play tonight.
Sure, Trey Canale, one of the better players in the program, comes off the bench. I liken that to similar to a Deion Waiters situation when he was at Syracuse.
Yeah, Derek Cobb is a big guy off the bench. They can come in and out with a lot of different guys.
And Lyons will come in with big Jordan Harris. He'll be the primary sub off the bench for them. Justin Bott, deadly 3-point shooter.
Lyons starts in the 2-3 zone, which, you kind of thought having, they have a tough time keeping up with Chance.
Shot blocked by Smith and stepped on the baseline. It'll stay here.
I think one thing I remember from last game is Lyons played a lot of zone. Then when they got down, they went man, and that's when Chance really took over because Lyons doesn't have anybody that can keep Chance in front of him.
Not many teams do, Verk.
No, you're right.
I mean, the one thing about, here comes Derek Cobb right now checking into the game.
Ufoltz got hit in the face.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if he was bleeding or not.
So Derek Chance inbounds underneath his own basket, gets out to Murray, swings it up top to Marcus Chance. And now Carnevale lets a 3-ball go. No good, rebounded by Franklin. 1-0 Lyons early. Glad you could be with us here on FL1 Sports as Devin Franklin lets a 3-ball go. His foot may have been on the line. No, they gave him 3. Murray gets it inside the Cobb, but he couldn't handle the pass. Nice look by Murray. Cobb wasn't ready. 4-0 Lyons early.
I think Justice Smart thought that was off a Clyde player, and it kind of looked like it was.
I thought it was right off of Cobb's hands. I didn't see anybody even near there. So Clyde basketball underneath the basket. Oh, the inbound pass blocked by Kehoe. Up ahead to Kelly, but thrown away. Now Marcus Chance has it coming the other way. He lets a 3-ball go. No good. Big rebound by Justice Smith. He's fouled from behind by Jarrett Murray.
In that scene, this is the first time I've seen Justice play this year. You forget, he's a big kid. He's Lyons' tallest starter, I believe. And not only does he help with the ball handling, but also rebounding.
That's 2 fouls on Jarrett Murray early. He's staying in the ball game. Actually, now coming up off the bench is Canale. I assume he's going to check in for Murray. Full court press from Clyde. Franklin picks up his dribble, gets it back to Correll Kelly. Biggest player on the court, height-wise, has got the ball right now. Justice Smith, the point guard. You don't see that too often.
No.
Reminds me a little bit of Michael Carter-Williams for the Cuse. And there Franklin tries to drive the lane and throws it off the backboard and in. 6-0 Lyons. And there's a travel. So the home crowd making some noise. big Clyde contingent here, though, as well, as we look at Franklin work his way through the paint and get this one up and under and in.
Clyde really hasn't got a decent look. Carter Valley had the 1-3, but other than that, a lot of turnovers.
Coming the other way is Justice Smith. He almost loses it, does retain it, and scores. Big start for the Lions, and there's a timeout by Tim Jackson. And the bench comes alive here in the community center.
Gino's pumped up.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're Lions. You got 2 fouls on Jarrett Murray and an 8-0 lead. Clyde had trouble even getting shots up.
Yeah, they're a little sloppy. But I'm sure they'll settle down eventually. But great start for Lions, obviously.
Devin Franklin with 5 points early. Justice Smith with 2. Kehoe with a free throw.
And coming in, obviously, I don't think anybody thought that Clyde was going to run Lions out of the gym by any means. Clyde has lost to Sodas this year, and Lions is very capable, obviously.
So here comes Lions back with Derek Chance, Drew Carnevale, Trey Canale in the ball game with the headband and the basketball right there on your screen. Derek Cobb on the block, and Marcus Chance. Derek Chance lets a 3-ball go and buries it. And Clyde is on the board. More full court pressure coming from the Golden Eagles. Justice brings it across the timeline behind the back. They're paying special attention to him whenever he has the ball. In that 2-3 zone, extending it out, and Derek goes for the steal on Kelly. Now Kelly drives a little out of control, rebounded by Kehoe. Had Rockefeller open, but the pass was off the mark. And now Devin Franklin's fouled.
Canale on the foul.
So Lions aggressive, assertive,
confident. They look like they want it more right now, to be honest with you. They're getting all the loose balls and all the rebounds.
It's a first foul on Canale, and Rockefeller lets a corner 3 go way too long. Pulled in by Marcus Chance. Over to Carnevale, who's wide open. Bang!
Coach Young not happy there. He's somebody obviously you got to find. They're in a zone, and somebody missed an assignment there because he had all day to shoot that. He's going to make that, 60, 70% of the time, wide open 3.
And Upholt stays on the bench for Clyde for the moment after getting banged up. Rockefeller thought about 3, gets it to Justice Smith for 3, no good. Fouls his own shot, though. Can't get the putback there. Quickly the other way. Chance up ahead to Canale. Canale takes it right into Rockefeller, and that's an offensive foul. Had a nice 2-on-1 situation there, but decided to take it to the basket. Rockefeller slid in.
I thought that was a block all day. I didn't think he was set, but
now that's 2 fouls on Canale as well.
Yeah, that's one thing. Clyde, it was like a 4-on-1. It was like everybody was coming down. Maybe a couple more passes could have got an easier shot, but
Franklin to the hole, right-handed scoop shot off the back iron, no good, but taps it back up and in the microwave. Devin Franklin, 7 points early.
He gets off the floor. Wow.
Marcus Chance, short off the front iron. Cobb up for the rebound, wrestled away by Kehoe, but looks like they got a foul. Lively crowd here in Lions tonight on both sides.
And Lions got to do a better job in that zone to find their shooters. That's 3 times in a row. That time it was Marcus Chance had a wide open 3. Obviously, you're going to get some 3s, but not wide open. You got to get a hand in their face.
Upholt's back into the game for Carnevale. For Canale, excuse me. Carnevale inbounds to Marcus, hands to his brother Derek. A couple of brothers. Chance rises. Can't get it to go, but there's Upholt's big for the rebound. That's what he does.
Great athlete.
And now he'll try a 3-ball. That's off. He knew it as soon as he shot it. Fouls his own shot, though, and puts it back. You got to box out the shooter.
Yeah, and, wide open 3. Knocked down 7 the other night, so Lions kind of playing with fire a little bit with some of these 3s they're giving up.
10-8 early, and a turnover there by Corral Kelly. Now Carnevale drives again, finds Upholtz in the corner for 3. Up and away!
And that's something really we didn't see early on in the season from him, but he's been shooting a lot of threes lately.
Stolen. Carnevale with the ball. Takes it right at Smith. Fouled. Can't get the basket to go, but he'll head to the free throw line. And Coach Young on the court, upset with his team. Again, Burt not finding shooters, and that time not getting back on defense.
Well, just, in 1 minute, the game just switched there. Lions was doing everything right. Now they're doing everything wrong. A real careless turnover there. I think that really caught Coach Young's attention.
Nice find by Carnevale there, and you can see Chance liked what he saw.
And, a big difference is Ufoltz came back in and immediately got 3 offensive rebounds, hit a 3, got another rebound, brought a lot of energy back to the Clyde-Savannah team.
So Carnevale makes the first free throw. He's got 4. Clyde now up 2. 2:37 to go here. You could be with us. This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball is made possible through the support of Generations Bank, with locations in Auburn, Farmington, Geneva, Phelps, Seneca Falls, Union Springs, and Waterloo. Be sure to check out their mobile banking app or visit them online at mygenbank.com. Second free throw from Carnevale. He's good.
Jordan Harris checked in for Lions, too, during the foul shots.
Now there's a big body. And he's also starting to refine his game for Coach Young.
Clyde's on a 7-0 run right now to take a 3-point lead.
Almost thrown away. It is thrown away as Rockefeller comes down on the sideline. Pass a little high. Now we got a timeout, Lions.
It's fascinating to me just how Lions look so good the first 3 minutes. Now in the last 3 minutes they can't do anything right. They haven't they went to the team that can't get a shot up, and a couple turnovers, and just got careless really. Nothing special, but just careless with the ball.
There's a couple of legends there, Verk, of the Route 31 showdown. You got your dad, Rod, on the left side of your screen, and Kevin Sharp, former Clyde coach, both former coaches.
Yeah, former state championship coaches.
Yeah, they don't look like they're discussing much.
Neither one of them look too happy. But Kevin Sharp was a great player at Clyde, great football player, basketball player, won a state championship in '93 with Clyde, and then now he has a son obviously playing for Newark. And he goes to more games than anybody in Section 5 history.
High school basketball junkie. I knew I'd see him here tonight. You'll see him in almost every Clyde game that Newark's not playing.
Sure.
So Carnevale goes up, and he's fouled by Justice Smith, and that's Justice Smith's second foul. So only 2 team fouls on the Lions, both on Justice Smith. Or actually, that's 3 team fouls. Kehoe has one, too.
That's a big one. And, it's one thing Justice does struggle is at the defensive end. I don't know if it's a matter of you would think he had the ability, but he's not a great defensive player by any means.
Sure. And he takes a seat now as Seth Van Buskirk checks into the game.
And that's not what Lions needed right now, is to see Smith check out of the game.
Right. Skip pass way over the top to Carnevale. Nice catch. Now to Chance. Dribbles out to his brother Derek. Takes a 3-ball. Buttons! And Derek Chance has 5. The lead's up to 6.
Now it's up to a 10-0 run from Clyde.
Franklin with the ball. Double team. Tied up by Chance. Jump ball. It'll be Clyde basketball. So after that hot start by Lions, it's been all Clyde, and Lions is struggling.
And Franklin just got tied up. We see that in our 5th and 6th grade girls games.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
Marcus plays catch with Derek. They call them the Splash Brothers in Clyde. So far tonight, Derek's been doing most of the Upholt's up and out. Pulled down by Van Buskirk. Kelly with the basketball. Now, Curl Kelly really came out this season like gangbusters, scoring a lot. He's cooled down a little bit towards the midpoint of the season. I think if Lions is going to do anything in sectionals, they really need him to pick it up. Franklin up ahead, blocked from behind by Upholtz. Gets his own rebound, blocked again, but fouled. Getting after it.
Yeah, and I didn't think he got fouled at the second time either. Looked pretty clean by Carnevale. Franklin's a great jumper. He's a little emotional tonight. He scored early on. You saw him really have a celebration. But, he needs to settle down a little bit.
Nice.
See if he got fouled there.
They actually gave a foul to Upholtz, not Carnevale. And Upholtz, I don't think, definitely didn't touch him.
No.
When you take it strong in the basket and your two guys go up and contest it, you're going to get a call half the time. So now checking into the game is Aaron Romero. Came up from JVs earlier this year. Lions looking for a little ball handling. Okay, big free throws by Franklin. Hopefully stems the tide for the Lions. 4-point ball game, but nobody gets out and covers Jaden Rattray, who misses the wide open three. And Kelly comes down to the rebound, a little out of control.
Lions is dribbling the ball too much.
Yeah. Now Franklin didn't.
Travel.
Yep, they got the travel. Chance is waiting for him. Yeah, they're receiving the ball and immediately turning around with their head down to dribble. Nobody's seeing the court.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword for Lions. They attack the basket so hard, Franklin, Justice Smith, and those guys, but sometimes they just get out of control going too fast. I mean, you put the pressure on the defense, but at the same time now, last 4 or 5 trips, they've just been going way too fast, and Coach Young's telling them to slow down.
So 44 seconds, about 11-second differential as Chance drives the lane. Where'd they get there? Travel.
Travel on Chance, yep.
So Rockefeller, Van Buskirk, Smith back into the game. Romero and Franklin. Marcus Chance all over Justice Smith. Smith goes right by him, though. And now he's fouled by Derek.
Yeah, and the Clyde guys don't need to reach. Lions is getting out of control enough on their own. If they just don't reach, I think, Justice is going to be in a predicament there.
So now a fresh shot clock, just a 0.4-second differential. Lions can hold for 1. And I think that's what you're going to want to do if you're Coach Young at this point. Get out. If you score here, 2-point basket, you get out of this quarter down only 2. Romero with it.
They're going to have trouble holding it for 30 seconds. So.
You're right. Smith already tacking and almost turning it over. Tapped out of bounds off of Derek Chance. Yeah, Smith's only a sophomore, but still you're counting on him to be the guy that controls the tempo out there, and he is a little out of control since he's come back in.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit tonight. Missed, he had the first 3 going in and out. He missed another 3. Just hasn't really had a good shot.
Justice Smith.
And, and credit Clyde because they put a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Inside to Franklin. He's not going to wait. Lets it go. Van Buskirk with the rebound. Right-handed hook shot. No good. Tapped back by Franklin. Kept alive and into the cheerleaders. And they're waiting on the call here. They're going to talk about it. Lions basketball. Referee Todd Clausen, also a reporter for the Rochester Democrat and Chronicle. You may recognize that name. Good follow on Twitter.
It's good work by Franklin in there. He just gets up. He got up 3 times there before the Clyde kid jumped.
Superb athlete. Great kid to talk to as well. So now 4 seconds to shoot. Justice rises, lets it go. And it's off the mark. And the first quarter comes to an end here at the Lyons Community Center. Your score, the Golden Eagles 16, the Lions 12. Stay with us. We'll be back.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Say good luck, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
We hold on to the things that really matter. Welcome to Generations Bank.
And welcome back live to Lyons, New York. just off of Route 31 here at the Lyons Community Center. Take a look around the league tonight. Got Bradford at Dundee. Number 9 Sodus at number 6 East Rochester. That's a big game in Wayne County. And, really, if Sodus beats ER, big help for Lyons in terms of the Wayne County standings. But late night at basketball, hopefully a lot of players and coaches at home on this chilly early February evening enjoying this broadcast here on FL1 Sports. Jim Sinicropi here, courtside with Matt Verkey.
So, foul on Chance is going to put Lyons in a 1-1 already with 7:46 to go in the second quarter.
They didn't post that yet. Was it Derek or Marcus?
It was Marcus.
And Smith with his own rebound. Dipsy do up high off the glass and good. And Lyons pulls to within 2. Carnevale stops, gets it back out to Derek Chance. Marcus, there goes Derek. Man, they're hard to tell apart, but they're not hard to tell apart when they take the basket like that. It's usually Derek.
He absorbed the contact and finished. Tough call. A lot of people thought that he had good position, but I think he was moving. Probably call a block on him. Not terrible defense, though.
Here's a look. A little pump right by Justice, who reached from behind. Yeah, just really lazy, terrible with 2 fouls. It's got to be smarter than that. Foul goes to
I know you need him offensively, obviously, but, if with 2 fouls he's going to play that passive,
right,
it's going to be tough to keep him out there.
And now Ben Rockefeller checking in for Devin Franklin. So the Lions still have Romero on the court along with Justice Smith, Correll Kelly, Ben Rockefeller, and Seth, the Husky, Van Buskirk. Free throw good by Derek Chance. Gives him 8 points on the game. And now Smith straight to the hole, off the rim and no good. Derek Chance coming back the other way, dribbling right into 5 Lions, but finds a wide open Carnevale for 3. Bang!
That's a great job by Chance, and Coach Jackson was talking about that earlier, showing him on the tape when he gets in the lane who's open, and great find there.
Really everybody.
Yeah. When he penetrates, he's got a lot of options.
Yep. So the lead back up to 8 as Smith drives left side of the lane, scoops it up and under. Really not a great shot. Just needed to go up with the right hand and lay it over the front of the rim. Long pass, though. Intercepted by Rockefeller. He finds Kelly for 3. Off the rim, no good. And torn down by Upholtz. And they got a foul on Romero.
It's almost like Smith is looking for the dipsy-do shot instead of just laying it in. He didn't have to double pump there.
At one point, he looked like he was right at the front of the rim, just had to toss it over the...
And really went up soft, really. You know, in this game, if you go in like that, you're not going to score. You got to go looking for the contact and finish with contact.
Even though just a sophomore, Smith not a rookie as far as this rivalry goes. This is his 3rd game. Of course, he missed the one earlier this year. Now, Upholtz gets it out to Carnevale, who stops and takes a foul line jumper. It's short. And Van Buskirk pulls down the rebound. But Carnevale and Upholtz, 2 kids that have really come along over the past season, work hard in the summer, and big reason why this Clyde team is so tough this year. Kelly can't get it to go. And it's going to stay here.
Yeah, and Lyons has done a good job on the offensive boards tonight, really, keeping the ball alive, tipping it, and getting some extra shots here.
Nice entry pass to Kehoe, who finishes. Back to 6-point ball game here in Lyons, New York. Upholtz in the corner, lets one fly! Off, and away!
You're not going to beat Clyde if they shoot the ball like this. They've been pretty hot from the outside.
His second 3 of the ball game. He had 7 threes on Tuesday night against Marion. 27 points. Gets a block there on Kehoe. And Kelly drives. Really nowhere to go there.
I think Clyde could take some charges on Lyons. They're trying to block everything, but if they would just hold their own, Lyons go so hard to the basket. I think if Clyde can get in position, they could pick up some charge calls against the Lions players.
Devin Franklin checking back into the ball game for Van Buskirk as we get a look here at that entry pass from Kehoe or from Smith to Kehoe, and missed the shot. There's a nice take by Smith. Justice has 6. 5:16 to go here, second quarter from the Community Center in Lyons. The home away from home for the Lions. Great venue. Upholtz tried to keep that miss by chance alive and comes down to Franklin, who now dribbles into the lane and off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound out to Smith. Drives straight to the hole, and it's good. And now he's jawing a little bit with Derek Chance. Of course, all these kids know each other really well.
But again, unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about that with some of the minors players. Just, you know, you made a shot, get back and play defense.
They tag Derek Cobb with a foul.
Especially, you know, it's not like he's had an unbelievable game so far or anything.
Yeah, look, you get a good look at it there. He's staring down Derek Cobb, and then he's jawing with
I
Chance.
don't think he wants
Jeez.
to really get into it with Derek Cobb either.
No, I wouldn't if there's one guy on that team. Unless Jordan Harris is standing right behind me.
You know, we tend to see that a lot lately in some of these
Yeah.
high school games, and it takes away from the game.
3 ball! No. Thrown away. Here comes Clyde the other way. This time Chance keeps it. Can't get it to go off the board. Now Franklin's going to turn around, dribble the other way. Here come the Lions. Straight to the hole. Franklin, he can't get it to go.
I got to tell you,
a little out of control.
Smith's not even trying on defense.
Right there, look at that. He went right by him.
Same thing
And
before.
wide open in the corner for Carnivale. Bang!
He's not even trying. You know, you want to talk, then play.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. 3 threes for Carnivale on the game, 8-point lead.
The Lions really just putting their head down and driving the ball. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's not really worked out too great so far.
Open look for Corral Kelly, no good.
They are killing them on the
board.
boards. Unbelievable, really, how well they're rebounding on the offensive end.
So Jarrett Murray back into the ball game for Clyde. Try to help with the rebounding. Upholtz in the ball game. Jaden Rattray in the ball game, along with Carnivale and Derek Chance. For Lions, it's Franklin, Kelly, Rockefeller, Kehoe, and Justice Smith.
And I don't mean to point out Smith, but I know he has 2 fouls. But you can put more effort into than what he's doing right now.
Well, that last, he made no effort to stop Derek Chance or bother the pass, and Chance delivered a perfect strike to Carnivale, who was wide open for 3. Rockefeller's second free throw is good. Lions hanging in there. 6-point game still. Capacity crowd here. Few open seats, but many more here than the Atwood Gymnasium could accommodate. The Atwood, by the way, just probably about a 5-wood away. Just
not
down the road.
Yeah, across the field.
Yep. So Murray with the ball, gets it to Carnivale, who drives the lane, goes up with the left hand, fouled by Corral Kelly.
Kelly's been really quiet tonight.
That's the first foul on Corral. His season year, Kelly did 23 points way back in early December against Weedsport in the tournament in Waterloo.
Coach Young didn't think it was a shooting foul, and it was questionable whether it was or not, but didn't like the fact that he put him to the line.
Trey Canale checked back into the game here for the Golden Eagles. Got Upholtz, Canale, Carnivale, Murray, and Chance, and Carnivale hits the second. A nice first half for Carnivale, 12 points with 3:37 left to go here, second period. There goes Justice.
Those teams.
Yeah.
And Sodas is another team who, the way they've been playing could make a run in that class too.
Yeah, really the story of the season in Wayne County, I think, has been Sodas.
But obviously, you look at Class B. Obviously, we'd love to see the Newark Miners finals matchup if that's the way it plays out when the seeding's all said and done. But and there you see it. Livonia team who people are talking that maybe they're down a little bit this year, but they're coming off. They beat Batavia this week.
Yeah.
They've won a few games in a row. Sets up an interesting matchup possibly with Minders in that semi. And then you look right now at a possible quarterfinal game. Mid-Lakes is looming there.
It's a familiar foe, yeah.
And Mid-Lakes got, I think they play next Friday. They play, Minders has Mid-Lakes. So, a lot of Finger Lakes flavor in that.
Minders has at Penn Yan this Friday, right? And then next week it would be Mid-Lakes at Mid-Lakes. So, and then Pelmac, of course, languishing down there after a really rough season for Dan Harris and company. And now, on top of everything, they lose Brandon Hawkins and Frankie Saucedo due to a suspension. So, but definitely Class B, if you want to make your reservations now, the semifinals, I think it'll be on the last Wednesday in February maybe, is the Class B semifinal doubleheader in Victor. I mean, it should involve Minders, Newark, and possibly another Finger Lakes East team.
Yeah, and you look at Wayne and A2 as well. They're hanging around the 2 seed, I think, right now.
We saw them play last Friday night at Minders, and I was the first time I seen them in person this year, and I was thoroughly impressed, despite the fact that you're talking about a couple sophomores, 3 sophomores and a junior leading that team.
Yeah, and the thing that stuck out to me is, they're well coached, they got good guards, and they're big. They're 6'5", 6'3". They can shoot the ball. Blankenburg didn't have a great game, but Minders really played some junk defenses on them and really shut them down. But they're a team who, it's not a strong class. There's only 4 teams with a winning record right now in the whole class. So, you got to like their chances to get at least to a final maybe. I don't know much about leadership this year, but, I like Wayne in that class.
And if you go all the way down to D1, you're going to see some more Wayne Finger Lakes teams with legitimate shots. Teams that have been having kind of down years in their leagues. But between Dundee, Naples, and Honeoye has been playing better, and I don't want to even discount HAC. They've been picking up some wins, but at the top of that, you got York and CJ Finney, traditionally tough, but and of course the D finals will be down at Alfred State. So, but you got a chance there too.
Yeah,
so.
They're small schools, no powerhouses, I don't think, in there. Right. So you never know. If somebody gets hot from one of those schools, they can make a run.
So it is that time of year, and we can't wait till these seedings become finalized, the brackets come out, and we'll have a special edition of the Upstate Hoops podcast, our bracket roundtable edition, where we'll take you through all the playoffs, but not quite there yet.
And obviously Clyde and C3, you got to think they're a favorite to at least get to a final.
Of course, last year stunned in overtime against East Rochester in the semifinals in a game played at Pelmac. One of the better games I saw all last year. And ER went on to lose to Early College in the final. Now Early College up in Class B this year. Third quarter action just underway. Jim Sinicropi, Matt Verkey, glad you could be with us. There goes Marcus Chance handing it off to Oof Holtz. Derek Chance in the ball game. Jarrett Murray and Carnivale for.
And I think Lions starting in a boxing 1 on Carnivale.
Inside to Murray. Smith just lets him by with those 3 fouls, but you got to contest it a little bit.
Try to get in position.
So Murray gets Clyde on the board here in the second half, and they're up 12.
And I know they're a box in Carnivale. I couldn't tell if they had a triangle on Chance or not, but it looked like a box on Carnivale that time.
Rockefeller drives, throws it away. Chance up ahead, or Carnivale up ahead to Marcus Chance. He had his brother open, but instead he takes it right in with the right hand, and a 4-0 run to begin the second half here for Clyde. Lions brings back Smith with those 3 fouls. Rockefeller, Correll Kelly, Ben Franklin, and Kehoe.
Obviously not the start Lions was looking for.
Smith drives left side. Looks like he might have been fouled. No call. Rebounded by Franklin. Can't get the putback to go. And Upholtz with another rebound. Way up ahead, Derek Chance finds Carnivale. Steps back, working on Rockefeller. Good defense. Upholtz.
Yeah, it's a box on Carnivale.
Marcus Chance. No. And there goes Correll Kelly with the rebound coming back the other way. Let's see what Lions tries to do here on offense. They try to get it into Kehoe. One dribble, left hand over the front of the rim and out. Iron unkind there for Nick Kehoe. See who they tagged with that foul. They got Marcus Chance.
And we haven't really seen Murray's a kid who can shoot the threes. We really haven't seen much from him tonight.
So Marcus Chance missed some time over the past few weeks dealing with a little vertigo issues. Looks okay today.
Yeah, looks like he's healthy and, playing well. That's always, obviously any young kid you don't want to hear of any health issues. So good to see him out here tonight.
And Kehoe misses the free throws. Who did they tag with a foul? They got Devin Franklin.
Yep.
Here's a look at that pass up ahead to Marcus. Honestly, the only way you could tell Derek and Marcus apart is the number on their back, and Marcus not quite as quick as his brother Derek.
Yeah, they wear the same little knee braces.
Yeah. Marcus probably a little better shooter, outside shooter than Derek, but Derek's definitely quicker. Now Murray goes right by Justice Smith. Justice tries to close out on Ufholt, who travels. Yep, I thought they might have missed that. Hey, visit Red's Place, serving great lunches and dinners daily in downtown Seneca Falls. Awesome daily specials, homemade soups, and the best burgers and wings in Seneca County. Visit men'shalloffame.com or check out Red's Place on Facebook for their full menu. Franklin gives it back to Justice. And the Lions working around the outside, but not really accomplishing much. Another skip pass to Rockefeller. Now Smith open in the corner for three. Dribbles, gives it back to Rockefeller, who tries one from deep. It's short. Rebound out of bounds, stays with Lions. Finger Lakes Partners, insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Trust someone who lives in your community with offices in Geneva, Waterloo, and Victor. Visit Finger Lakes Partners online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. Way out top to Smith. Fresh shot clock. Kicks it out to Rockefeller, corner to Kelly. And now Smith working on Marcus Chance. A little crossover. Tries to get to the hoop. Can't get it to go. And tapped away by Franklin, but now Chance ahead of the pack out to Carnevale for another three. Short. Rebounded by Franklin. He's got Smith ahead. He finds him. Smith up and under and in. And so Lions on the board here in the second half, lead down to 12.
And Lions needs to sprint back on defense. They're getting beat down the court. They're jogging back, and Clyde's pushing the ball right at them.
So Clyde in no hurry. 4:43 to go here. Third period of action here on FL1 Sports. Derek Chance lets a three ball go off the mark. And Jarrett Murray heads right towards our cameraman, sweet Spencer Malone there in the corner.
Tim Jackson spending an early time out here.
There's old Spencer. Does a great job for us.
So, Lions still in this game despite, Clyde came out and scored the first 4 points, but Lions still hanging around, 4:35 to go.
So, Verk, what do you think about the concession stand here at the community center? We were impressed with the offerings.
Not bad. A little expensive for the popcorn, I think.
Better.
$4 for a box, right? Is that what it was?
Well, I got a water, too.
Oh, you got a water?
So water
okay.
and popcorn,
right,
$4.
That's not too bad, then. But, they got the pizza. I always enjoy when schools have the nice hot pizza.
Better concessions here than when they play at the Atwood.
Similar, but here they had the slushy machine.
Yeah.
They're always a big hit with the kids.
Well, we're still building our database for the best concession stands.
From what I hear, South Seneca's on top.
Look, no doubt.
I haven't been there. So.
By far. Nobody's even close.
What makes it so special?
They have everything from nachos to hot dogs to popcorn to the big candy selection to the entire setup.
They had nachos here today.
They did. Rockefeller drills it.
Big shot.
And that was a big shot, getting the lead back down to 9. Now Murray's shot from behind, blocked by Smith, but they got a charge as Nick Kehoe slid inside. And the momentum starting to shift. Speaking of South Seneca girls in action, number 1 state-ranked South Seneca girls right now hold a 21-15 lead at half over Bloomfield. I want to talk about teams where they're expected to make a deep sectional and run and beyond.
Yeah, defending state champion with everybody back.
Really. And they've been impressive this year so far. One loss to Aquinas, I believe. So now Lions got that lead back into single digits. Justice Smith kicks it to the corner to Corell Kelly, who tries a three. It's short. And another rebound to Ufoltz. Derek Chance coming the other way. Finds Marcus in the corner. He's wide open, and he buries it. Nobody closes out.
Easy.
He had all day.
I mean, one pass and a wide open three.
5-second half points for Marcus Chance. And Smith penetrates again and blocked by Ufoltz.
I take him out.
Coming back the other way. Bounce pass goes Derek to Marcus.
Smith never crossed half court.
No. And that lead all of a sudden back up to 14. So mini run by Lions is answered quickly by the Golden Eagles. Now Corell Kelly tries to drive the lane to Kehoe, pump fake. Back out to Franklin. And now he charges into Marcus Chance. That's 2 fouls on, make that. Two fouls on Franklin. And that charge on Murray on the other end previously was Murray's third. Ferrara Lumber has been delivering the highest quality service to area contractors and homeowners in the Finger Lakes since 1959. Start planning your next kitchen or bath remodeling project at FerraraLumber.com. And next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen Theater in downtown Lyons. You'll love relaxing in the modern renovated theater that has the old-fashioned charm and character of the original house, first opened in 1915. See what's playing this week at OmenTheater.com. So, with about 2:44 here to go in the third period, 45-31 your score. And it seems, Lions just struggling to score.
Yeah, you kind of feel like, they hit the big three, cut it to 9. Rockefeller hit the 3, and they're a little energized. And then, Clyde came back, hit a 3, steal, layup, and just like that, it's back up to 14.
So out of the timeout, Lions comes back with Ufoltz, Chance, Cobb, and Carnevale.
I really got to tell you, Lions need to put out more effort at the defensive end right now.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Jordan Harris tonight for Lions. Van Buskirk checking in now in the middle of that zone. Chance skips over to a wide open Ufoltz, and he buries it. The third three of the night for Dylan Ufoltz. And that lead really extended now to 17. Not the defensive set that Coach Young was looking for out of that timeout. Smith penetrates, gives to Franklin. Challenged by Cobb. And now he picks up his third foul. So
and that's 2 or 3 times we've seen Lions get blocked or miss a layup, and then they immediately foul the rebounder. You can't do that. And I understand you're frustrated.
Justice Smith going to the bench now.
Not happy about
checking
it.
back in.
And Coach Young, I like the move. He really hasn't been putting the effort out tonight, and he's a great, good kid, good player, and just wasn't really putting the effort out that Coach Young thought he needed to play. And we've talked about it all night. If we can see it, I'm sure Coach Young sees it.
Strong take with the left hand by Derek Chance for his first bucket of the second half. He's got 11 points on the evening. Lead up to 19. So Justice Smith may be back, but this is a similar result to the game we called on December 22nd in Clyde.
And I think it speaks to Clyde the way they can explode. It goes from 9 to 19 just like that.
And Romero's 3 ball off the mark, no good. Another rebound by Dylan Ufoltz. And Chance finds a wide open Cobb as nobody's back for Lions. And Cobb, his first bucket of the ball game. Timeout Lions, it's a 30-second timeout. And it's all Clyde-Savannah here in the Lyons Community Center. The home crowd.
I think now if you're Coach Young, you're looking for some effort. I think Clyde's got some really easy baskets here. I think Justice Smith is checking back in as well.
Yeah, just went to the scorer's table and slammed his hands down on it. Let him know he's going back in. Yeah, I'm sure Smith is disappointed in the score right now. He's been one of my favorite players to watch over the past couple of years. Of course, we didn't get to see him last time because he was suspended, and tonight he's just
a little lethargic, I would call it.
Yeah,
I know you got 3 fouls, but if you're going to be out there, you still got to play. You can play with fouls. You got to move your feet.
Romero almost loses it. Gets it to Van Busker. Everybody's open for Lions, but they missed him. And Smith on the drive is fouled by Uffoltz. Should be 2 on Dillon. .59 seconds to go here in the third period. Jim Sinicropi, Matt Verkey, high up in the Crow's Nest half court at the Lyons Community Center. Glad you could be with us. And there's a nice bucket. I missed who got it over.
That was Smith. Kind of lost on the way up and got it back in the air and put it in.
So the lead back under 20, 19 points. 38 seconds to go here, third period. After 3 periods in that South Seneca girls game, they're now up 48-17. They went on a 27-2 third quarter run against Bloomfield. So that game's in hand.
There's Jordan Harris.
Coming in for Van Buskirk. I like Harris.
Yeah, he just hurts you so much on the offensive end. He's a hustler. He's a big, strong kid. He'll get some rebounds for you, but just struggles with the ball in his hand. I wouldn't want to run into him.
Here we get a look at that nice feed from Chance to Cobb from earlier. Now Chance drives. Out to Uffoltz for 3 off the front iron, no good. Both Uffoltz and Carter Valley have that high arcing shot. They're tall kids. They shoot it from up there. It's a shot that they can get off under pressure, and they haven't been pressured too much tonight, though.
Yeah, Carter Valley a little quiet this half. Not
in the ball game right now. They got Canale, Chance, Marcus Chance, Cobb, and Uffoltz, who just kind of
and that's why Harris doesn't play a whole lot.
Gets a Christmas present right there. And now 6 seconds to shoot here. In the end of the third quarter, Chance drives and really broke Carl Kelly's ankles, but misses a shot. Justice Smith lets one go full court. And after 3 periods of play here in Lyons, your score: the Golden Eagles 52, the Lions 33. Stay with us for fourth quarter action on FingerLakes1.com.
This is Eli, and these are his 2 older brothers, Sam and Justin.
Save your blood, Eli.
They just had a great idea.
Go! Go, go, go! Watch out!
Accidents can happen to us all. Applying Therascar immediately can help erase those memories one scar at a time.
Good luck to all of our student athletes this high school sports season.
Find the partner you've been looking for. Welcome to Generations Bank.
Welcome back to Lions. Fourth quarter action just underway. Lions trail big. They'll need to make a run early here in the fourth as Smith drives the lane and he's fouled. Head to the line. So Lions jumps out to an 8-0 lead to start the game. Clyde comes storming back on a 16-4 run. They open up a 10-point lead at half, 36-26, and then all Clyde in the third quarter, 52-33. What do we got? A timeout? Just started. The quarter just started. So the look ahead for both these teams, for Clyde, it's really a road to the league championship. We'll be in Clyde for the ER Clyde game next Wednesday night. And then they go at Red Creek, and then they host Sodus, the only team that's beat them in league play so far this year. And for Lions, they'll be at North Rose Wolcott, then Gananda at the Atwood, and Williamson at the Atwood, and then on to sectionals. So, yeah, with this win tonight, Clyde moves, I believe that would put them a full 3 games ahead of East Rochester in the standings. Well, ER is playing tonight too against Sodus, so I haven't got a score from that one for you. But on their way to the Wayne County title.
Yeah, I mean, this realistically puts them in no worse than a tie. They're not going to lose to Red Creek. You know, they obviously could lose to ER or Sodus.
Smith cans the first free throw.
Interesting timeout there by Coach Jackson. 20 seconds into the fourth quarter, one play in. Didn't like what he saw, apparently.
This is the second. Another rebound for Upholds. Man, we haven't been tracking rebounds, but I'd say he's got to have at least 14, 15 by this point.
Yeah, and 6 or 7 more balls that he just tipped.
And now he's driving, leaves it for Canale. He leaves it out for Chance. Out of bounds, stays with Clyde. Now Carnivale on the bench with a big lead. We heard Verkey's back's bothering him a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Jackson said he wasn't even sure he was going to play tonight, having some back issues, and maybe he's not going to risk it with the big lead, putting him back in.
If he is done for the night, he finishes with 15 points on 4 3-pointers. Didn't look like his back was bothering him when he was shooting threes. Upholds tries another 3-ball right through the center of the cylinder. Dylan Upholds has 15 now himself, his 4th 3-pointer.
I think he thought he missed it. He was really chasing after it, and it swished right in.
Franklin drives, rejected by Cobb. He'll stay down here.
And Franklin, he got off to a quick start with a couple baskets. Been really quiet since. He's probably been blocked 5 or 6 times, I bet, driving in, if not more.
The Lions really doing most everything off the dribble.
Yeah. And I like, they ran that pick and roll. They got 3 out of it. I thought Justice, they found some stuff out of that. I'd like to see him go back to that. And, it forces Clyde to switch somebody other a chance off of Justice and get a big guy on him.
And Franklin double teamed. Got a jump ball. I don't know how they got that so quick. But anyways, that'll go back to Clyde. And really, Burke, with this loss, or this potential loss for Lions, that'll be 3 of their last 4 games that they lost. After really playing well several weeks ago, they come back and lose to East Rochester for the second time. They beat Red Creek and then lose to Sodus on Tuesday. And now it looks like a loss to Clyde tonight. And Todd Clausen has a foul here on Clyde.
Legal pick.
On Cobb.
Right before Upholds knocked out on Upholds.
3 fouls on Upholds. 55-34, excuse me.
Clyde in a 2-3 zone.
And Jordan Harris, Nick Kehoe, Devin Franklin, Justice Smith, and Rockefeller in the game for Lions. And pass over to Rockefeller, dumps it off for Kehoe, lays it in. Kehoe has 7. And now for Clyde, it's Canale, Upholds, Marcus Chance, Derek Chance, and Derek Cobb.
I think if you're Lions, one thing, obviously, losing a couple in a row, you want to get straight before sectionals. Disappointed a little bit, but they got to get straight because they can win a title still.
Rockefeller stuffs Chance.
Good defense.
Smith pushes the other way. Got a little ahead of himself. And Canale with a steal, tries to throw it over to Chance, who saves it. And now Chance tries baseline, lays it up and off the rim. No good. Harris battles for the rebound. Everybody's on the floor. Going to be another jump ball. Waiting to see what the call is. I would assume it has to be a jump ball. Verk, do you see a possession arrow over there at the scores table? I don't see one. I don't know how they're doing it.
They must be writing it down or something.
Yeah, it was a jump ball. It will be Lions ball. Clyde going to apply some full court pressure now on the inbounds. Lions doesn't know who's inbounding it. It's going to be Kelly.
I think Justin Smith might be done for the night too. He's getting a little chippy with the refs, and he wanted the foul when he was trying to dribble through two guys.
Rockefeller leaves it for Kelly, shoots a three, and that rolls around and off. Really the iron on kind for Kelly tonight on a few shots. And now they try to throw it ahead for Upholtz. I think the referee got in the way there. So 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. That lead still at 19. Finger Lakes Construction is the #1 post frame builder in New York State, providing complete building packages for a wide range of construction, including personal garages, commercial office complexes, municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities. Is he going to charge there? Kehoe, do another one. Municipal, equestrian, agricultural, dairy facilities, pole barns, and more. Visit them online at fingerlakesconstruction.com. Of course, another fine sponsor makes these webcasts possible. We did 20. We're going to, by the end of the regular season, have 29 webcasts in this winter, Verk. It's a big number considering the first season just, 5 years ago? We started with 3.
Is that what it was 5 years ago?
Yeah, this would be our 5th season.
Yeah, that's a lot of games, a lot of time, and a lot of effort, really, on your part.
The technology's come a long way over those 5 years, too, and the quality of the broadcast we're able to deliver. As Kelly takes it strong there, and if you can believe it, that's his first bucket of the night.
Wow. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I knew he was struggling, but I didn't realize he hadn't scored. Clyde taking the air out of it a little bit here.
Yeah, no hurry up. 17. Upholtz drives against Kehoe, bounces it out to Canale. Gets his pocket picked by Franklin, 2-on-1 the other way. Oh, and Canale hits him from behind. Wait, what? Everybody's a little confused right here.
Got an intentional foul on Canale,
right,
which I didn't think was. And I think Kelly might have said something.
Franklin?
Franklin, I'm sorry.
The Lions crowd is not happy with that one. So you're saying they got a technical?
It looked like it. I thought it.
Coming the other way, Canale just was going for the ball. That's not intentional. And he teed him up.
I don't know,
he sure did. I don't have any idea why he teed him up. Yeah. Clausen was roughing that Clyde ER game last year that we were talking about earlier in sectionals, and he teed up Kellen McDermott, senior for East Rochester, on a questionable technical. This is the second technical he's issued tonight. And, we can't be down there to hear what Franklin might have said to Clausen.
Yeah, I didn't see – I don't agree with either call, the intentional foul or the technical.
Right.
Canale got his pocket pick. He hustled down. It was a hard foul, but it looked like he went for the ball.
It did.
And I didn't see –
Can we call that replay up one more time? If you watch Canale's hands coming in here on this replay.
It looked aggressive. But
you watch his hands, he slaps at the ball. And it looked like Franklin might have been going to the right side of the room. He came back to the left. And it's tough one. Tough call there. So Franklin, who had the technical called on him, will shoot the free throws first now on the foul. Normally would be, on the intention, would be 2 shots in the ball for Lions. Franklin makes the first, but Clyde will now be shooting free throws at the other end. I don't know who will have possession, Bert.
I would just go to a jump ball, I guess.
So Derek Chance will shoot the technical fouls.
I'd love to know what the technical is for.
Yeah, you can't hear what he said. Didn't look like much. Chance makes the first. He's got 12, and boy, man.
And again, Chance kind of looked over here and kind of winked, I think, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it.
You're not really gaining much. You let your play on the court do the talking.
I mean, he's a great player. There's no need whatsoever to do that.
Makes the second one. Signals to the crowd. And he's got 13 points. So lead back to 17 now, and it looks like it's going to be Clyde basketball. So that technical on Franklin really took away an opportunity for Lyons to get that lead under 15 and make one last push here.
It's disappointing to see a kid like Chance. He just kind of looked over and winked a little bit, but again, unnecessary. I guess when they see the NBA guys do stuff like that or something, it's been ridiculous this year in the games we've done. I think.
I agree. Chance usually doesn't take part in that stuff.
He seems like a really cool, calm, and collected kid.
And now Canale had an open three, but passes it up, instead favoring to burn a little clock. 10 to shoot. Derek Chance with the ball up top, guarded by Rockefeller. And there he goes, and he's fouled by Kehoe.
I think sometimes Chance fakes himself out.
So quick.
I think he gets him on the first move, but then he does two more that he doesn't have to do. He could just go by him.
Sophomore Anthony Romero checking back in for Lyons. Justice Smith remains on the bench here. 3:30 to go in the fourth period. Clyde up 17. Chance back to the line. First free throw's good. Aflac. When health changes for you or a loved one, it can change everything. But Aflac can help you, or can help make sure the life you live is the life you never stop living. Learn more at aflac.com or contact Joe Calarco at 315-253-0495. Chance misses the second one. Lions back the other way. Joe Calarco is our Aflac rep at fingerlakes1.com. Several of our employees taking advantage of policies at Aflac. Supplemental insurance. And Joe Calarco, great to work with. And Kelly up strong, followed by Rattray. He'll head to the line. Give me a chance to tell you about Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items and everything from burgers, salad bar, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Check out their menu at pennysplacerestaurant.com.
Carnevale checks back in. Kind of odd with a bad back. He just sat over there for probably 15 minutes, I bet, of real time, if not longer.
Yeah, and that's still a 17-point lead for Clyde.
Makes you wonder why he hasn't been in.
Canale sits back down.
Carnevale's also growing his hair out. I think he had a brush cut start of the season.
Yep.
It's the little things I noticed, Jim.
New uniforms this year for Clyde, too, if it was your first game you're checking them out here on FL1 Sports. They're sharp. Their home uniforms have none of that gold.
No?
No, they're all white. They're white, gray, and purple. Not even a lot of purple, to be honest with you.
Purple's a tough color to work with.
No, it looks good with that gold and the Golden Eagles. So it's odd with their home uniforms not see any gold trim. But nice uniforms.
There's Carnevale.
3 ball from Carnevale. The dagger. He's got 18. That's his 5th three-pointer.
Clyde's got a lot of weapons. They really share the ball well. They look for each other, and I think Coach Jackson's done a great job with his team this year.
And I think the only contest left to determine is who's going to be the player of the game up here for the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show. Big rebound by Jordan. Harris puts it back. That's his first bucket of the game. 2:10 left to go here in the ball game from the Lyons Community Center. And this was kind of, can't even tell you how this came about that they played this game at the community center instead of the Atwood. I don't know if this is something they're going to continue to do. You could almost have both games here. It's, you just had another half a mile down the road. You're in Clyde.
Yeah.
It's a nice venue, but Clyde's home gym obviously much bigger than Lyons. There's a shot clock violation there. But I really enjoy the community center here. This isn't the first webcast we've ever done here. We did a roller derby here. The Finger Lakes Lunatics had I don't know what they call those things, a match.
And going back, there was a time when Lions played all their home games here. At some point. I think it was before we started webcasting, so go back 6-7 years ago. And they had an agreement with the community center to play all their home games here.
Jordan Harris up strong with the right hand. What was that you were saying about his limited offensive ability?
He might end up the high scorer for Lions.
He's got 4 now. Leading scorer for Lions right now is Justin Smith with 13. I think Devin Franklin has 11.
I got to talk to Coach Jackson about all these timeouts.
Well, it is down to 16 now with 1:28 to go. I've seen crazier things happen. Like the Cuse down 13 with about 6 minutes left to play last night against North Carolina State.
Yeah, what a game that was. It's about time.
That's amazing. Not only, first of all, I've watched Syracuse basketball for a long time. I can't remember anybody scoring 43 points, let alone it being John Gillen.
McNamara scored 43. I saw
it. BYU. Was it?
And the other guy was like, the last guy to go over 43 was like some guy in like 1972 I never heard of. And Boeheim wasn't real happy after the game. If you listen to his press conference,
terrible defense. They gave up Smith, NC State Smith Jr. there
15 assists. Are you kidding me?
Triple double in the loss. And then Andrew Wright had 28 points. So you had a guy with 43 and a guy with 28 for the Cuse last night. Another timeout for Jackson. You know what? I think he just likes the extended airtime on Finger Lakes 1.
Oh, God. He's got to know everybody here just wants to go home at this point.
Well, you coach him to the end.
Yeah.
Final score from Bloomfield, South Seneca girls, or maybe that game was in the Jack Guinan, but South Seneca girls defeat Bloomfield 59-27. And tough night for Coach Young and the Lions. Got off to that hot start. And, like I said, Lions about to lose their 3rd game in 4 tries. Coming off a rough season last year. This year they had been playing really well. They were number 1 for a while in C2 sectional point standings. But, we've talked about it tonight, Verk. The effort maybe, I don't know. They're playing hard as a team. What is it about this Lions team that they need to correct before postseason starts?
Effort a little bit tonight. They came out playing hard, obviously, got in some foul trouble, and the effort kind of waned, from that point on. But defensively, I think, they need to make a dedication to that end of the floor.
It's Justin Bott and Nick Pelliati into the ballgame. Justin Bott on the all-Wayne Finger Lakes hair team here at FL1 Sports.
And just
look at that flock of seagulls do there.
You could see some rejection in some of the players tonight, and just didn't look into it, not running off the floor. Just some little things that as a coach you want to see your team not doing. You know what I mean? Just their body language wasn't great tonight, I didn't think at times.
Crowd favorite Antonio Caforio checks in, the Italian exchange student for Lions here with 40 seconds left.
I wouldn't say the effort wasn't there for the most part, but they just looked dejected at times.
Maybe a little temperamental team, if things aren't going their way.
Yeah, but, you got to – it's a long season. You got to get together and, move on from here.
Yeah, they have time to figure it out. So anyways, about 23 seconds left here in the ballgame. 61-45 after the end of the game. We'll take a short break, come back with the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style post-game show. And what do you think, Verk? It's got to be between Carnivale and Uffoltz as our candidates to have up here.
Yeah.
Derek Chance is always a possibility, but what do you think? Maybe we'll have to get together with our crew, which, by the way, I should mention, tonight's broadcast being produced by Jason Hunt. And on camera one, the Hunt Dog, Jeremy Hunt. And on camera two, Sweet Spencer Malone. And Matt Verkey and myself up here in the broadcast booth. Really looking forward to this one. Verk is we do all Lions Clyde's games, so a little disappointed at the margin, but can't help but be impressed with Clyde. They're a good ball team.
Yeah, they're solid. I like their chances in sectionals.
Florio air ball.
They got good ball handlers. Great ball handlers. Really good shooters. They're athletic. They got all the tools, no doubt.
And that'll do it. The Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles get the season sweep of arch rival Lions. Your final score: Clyde-Savannah 61, Lions 45. Stay with us. Post-game show coming right up.
Tonight's live broadcast of Section 5 High School basketball is brought to you by Generations Bank. Federal loans not enough to cover the cost of your college education? Learn more about the private student loans available through Generations Bank at mygenbank.com. Dr. Rod Littlejohn Orthodontics, celebrating over 30 years of smiles with style and proud to support our area high school athletes. Therascar by 5 Star Medical. Like a cosmetic surgeon in a bottle, Therascar is the most effective scar therapy product on the market. Finger Lakes Partners Insurance. With offices in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Trust someone who lives in your community. It's a Wonderful Run 5K in Seneca Falls. It's a winter run like no other. Learn more at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Red's Place, serving great lunches daily in downtown Seneca Falls and $1 tacos every Monday night. Ferrara Lumber and Building Supplies. Plan your next kitchen or bathroom remodeling project at ferraralumber.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant. Large portions and home-cooked meals in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage. Late model cars, trucks, and minivans on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Finger Lakes Construction, building structures for a wide range of applications with state-of-the-art design and flawless execution since 1969. The Omen Theater. Next time you head out to see a movie, make it at the Omen in downtown Lyons. And FingerLakes1.com digital marketing. Building, maintaining, and hosting great websites for local businesses since 1999.
And welcome back to the Lyons Community Center, where tonight the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles pick up their 14th win of the season, improving the record to 14-3 with a 61-45 win over arch rival Lions, sweeping the season series against the Lions. And we're joined up here in the broadcast booth with our player of the game on the Dr. Rod Littlejohn Smiles with Style postgame show, Dylan Uffoltz. And that's how you say it, right? Uffoltz? I know I called you Uffoltz for last year, but Now you're making more baskets, getting more rebounds. I got to get it right?
Yeah.
So good game.
Thank you.
And, Verk and I were talking here, heading into the game that, you've really become a force in your senior year here for Clyde. And I'm willing to put you in with the other great big men here in Clyde in recent history, the Cam DeSantos and the Joe Maine Bogans. I mean, I think you're really establishing yourself as that type of player.
Thank you.
Have you been working at it?
Yeah. I usually, in practice, stay down low, get stronger in the gym. Just got to get.
What's up with the recent splurge of 3-pointers?
Well, last year I had a lot in JV and stuff. This year didn't really start out that well. I changed my shot a little bit. Went back to last year's and started hitting more. Perfect. My feet under me.
Are you a senior now?
Yes.
Okay. But you played JVs last year?
No, I played varsity last year, but
I was a little confused there.
Yeah,
because coming off a 7 3-pointer game against who'd you guys just play? Marion. And then shot the ball well again tonight, and that just gives you guys one more weapon. And one thing Jim and I talked about is you guys are really unselfish. You seem to not care who scores. You make the extra pass. Is that something Coach Jackson talks about in practice?
Yeah, every day in practice we say just keep moving the ball. It doesn't matter who scores as long as we win.
And playing with a point guard like Derek Chance has got to be nice because he does a great job getting in that lane, spotting you guys up.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are closing in on a Wayne County championship. You guys follow the standings. That your first goal, win that league?
We're just trying to get into sectionals and win that.
Thinking more about sectionals. You got East Rochester coming up at home next Wednesday night. I think we'll be there for that one. And then a chance to another shot at Sodus. They've been the kind of a surprise team so far. They beat ER, they beat Lyons, they beat you guys. What? Tell us a little bit about Sodus.
Well, when we played them, we didn't play very well. We were all we just weren't into it. So, I mean, they got some height, but I think that if we just keep doing what we're doing right now, that we'll win.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Play like you did tonight. Strong on both ends of the court. I think you had to have at least 15 rebounds. We didn't track them up here. But then the 3-pointers, you finished with 15 points on 4 3-pointers. Drew Carnevale had 18 points on 5 3-pointers. And, Marcus Chance threw in a 3-pointer. You guys are a tough team to defend. If you and Drew, both pretty tall kids, can step out and shoot those threes, that's tough. And really active on the boards and share the ball. And, we're excited, too, for C3 sectionals here. See you guys make a run.
Me too.
So this is something new here.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get it ever since my grandma passed away. It just represents her. So when I turned 18, I got it.
Yeah, it says grandma right there. Yeah. And your grandma important to you, obviously?
Yeah. She's, into my life. I miss her a lot and all that.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's a good way to – certainly if you're going to have that on your arm and you're going to play like that, that's a great tribute to her.
Yeah.
She used to come to your games. And
yeah, she dropped me off at practice, everything.
Well, that's a nice tribute. It's definitely a nice tribute and a great game tonight. Verk, any
No, great game, and like Jim was saying, we look forward to following you guys through sectionals, and best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
So I'm going to run through the scoring here real quick, and then we're going to get out of here. Derek Chance, first of all, Drew Carnevale led all scorers with 18. Dylan Uffoltz, man to my left, with 15. Derek Chance with 14. Marcus Chance with 7. Jarrett Murray with 4. And Trey Canale with 2. For the Lions, Justice Smith had 13. Devin Franklin had 11. Nick Kehoe and Ben Rockefeller 7 apiece. 4 points for Jordan Harris late. And 3 points for Corell Kelly. Your final score, 61-45. And Verk, these Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles are going to be a force to contend with in Class C3 without a doubt.
Oh, I agree 100%. And, we talked about it a lot tonight. I look for them to make a deep run in the sectionals and, hopefully bring a title back to Wayne County.
So for our whole production team here in Lyons tonight, our producer Jason Hunt, the hunting dog Jeremy Hunt on camera 1, sweet Spencer Malone on camera 2, my broadcast partner Matt Verkey, and our player of the game, Dylan Uffoltz. I'm Jim Sinicropi saying have a great night.